This is a trending talkers, hashtag TTTT. And the whole gang is back in the building. Bring them out. Ciru Muriuki is with us.
Hello. It's just, you know, it hurts so much. Just
Cindy and Butita are in the building as well.
Hey, Larry. And your amazing Technicolor dream coat.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. What do the Elastoplast?
You know, we're hurting. We're hurting.
Yeah. We're all hurting. No.
Painful.
If you're going to do the Isaac Ruto challenge properly, lazima unini twist sura kiasi, you know, like,
so like look like that donkey from Shrek.
I know.
Shrek.
No. You guys know, in your face. That's the most annoying phrase in the world. That's just words, though. Actions is a whole different thing altogether.
Not in South Africa.
During a confrontation between the governor of Bomet, his Chama cha Mashinani supporters and Jubilee supporters in Silhouette Stadium on Sunday, police are said to have lodged the teargas canister directly to the governor's face, which is painful, right? The teargas went straight for the tears. And instead of sharing in the governor's pain, Kenyans emptied their chills on the governor's pain with jokes. We stand with him in solidarity. That's why.
Rajalari vile shidomsa amenda essay.
Ngoja explain, Butita. This is him explaining.
They threw tear gas at us. And then one of them threw a can directly on my face.
What?
Wait, Ciru, what?
Actually, he threw one of them threw a what?
A cane.
Directly on his face.
Yes. What? A cane.
Yes, something like that. Yes.
Yani rodaju. Surely, you know, the thing that upsets me and hurts me about this entire situation, even as I sit here with my face bandaged up as in, you know, solidarity in towards this guy. He's a governor of a county wherein exist actual healthcare facilities. He could not see fit to go be treated in facilities in his county because clearly he's not doing his job. So he came to Nairobi. I actually saw a picture where every medical mind was gathered at his bedside.
Yes.
Like he was a conjoined twin. Well, he definitely bonded with tear gas.
We miss Cindy.
Conjoined. Conjoined.
Like like those guys. And even they apparently couldn't help him. So what did he do? He took his regs and entered an aeroplane and went to South Africa. What does that say? Me, if someone akinigonga na mjeledi kwa uso, hata Elastoplast na mtaendelea tu na maisha. So surely, as in there's such a level of utter shamelessness. Like there are people who live in Bomet County who have been beaten with worse. And the next day they go to work.
Kama kawaida, yes.
Kama kawaida. This guy has shown that, by the way, I'm not doing my job for you, as the governor of Bomet County. So there's no hospital here that's good enough to treat me. There's no hospital in Nairobi, even the capital of Kenya, in which I'm a big person in Kenya.
SA, yes.
So he has to go to SA. And he does it not when in private. You know, angeenda too quietly in the night. Lakini, he has to appear in our screens with a bandage.
He made a show of it,
Surely, please. Like, the one thing that we need to stop accepting as Kenyans is allowing people to insult our intelligence. Sisi wajinga.
But check out this. Kenyans on Twitter
sitting here with a bandage.
Especially with this Isaac Ruto challenge. Guys, bring up my screen as Cindy weighs in on this right now. There.
And that is savage. And I'm not talking about pure savage.
That guy was in Odhaya one time.
Okay, yes, Butita.
Mimi nahurumia mse kwanza. Na ni uchungu sana. Anaweza enda South Africa kutibiwa hapa mapua.
Imagine.
Na kuna hospitali ziko na poor condition.
Seriously?
Oh my God, that was so bad.
Waja tuko country watu wanakatwa kidole wanajitibu na chumvi.
Thank you.
Apala.
This is a big slap in the face, especially in terms of the 5 billion that was lost.
Yeah.
Kama huwezi tibiwa alama Kenya.
He's going to go around
Cesarean ndio itafanywa Kenya. Hapana, watengeneze hospitali zetu watibiwe hapa.
Okay, Ciru, Cindy, check this out.
Yes.
I want to bring this up again. The Isaac Ruto challenge. So it just began with this, band-aid, as Americans call it. And then it becomes like, look at the second line. The guy with open mouth.
Guys, I don't know.
And he just went on and on and on.
Aliyekuwa mbunge wa Chaparungu.
Okay,
let's be sensitive to the guy's, skull.
Yes, Cindy.
That was French kissed by a tear gas canister. It's painful. I think it's even more ridiculous. He's gone all the way to South Africa. Maybe there's more damage than we know. But I like what Ciru says. We need to reach a point where we're so upset. People should stop taking us for granted. They should stop thinking we're stupid. We don't think. They fly out to get treatment. We are left here, 5 billion less, expertise less, in horrible conditions. So yeah, he would have at least made the matter better and gotten his treatment here.
Kama Bibi Magufuli alitibiwa kwa public hospital.
Yes.
Exactly.
There we
exactly.
go.
There we go.
In fact, Magufuli's wife is currently admitted at, I think it's called Mfumbili, which is the equivalent of, there she is. I just found the picture, thank God. It's the equivalent of Kenyatta National Hospital. That's where she's getting treated. The president's wife at Kenyatta National Hospital. Here's the picture, guys. So you see it properly. This obviously a lot of news organizations are sharing this. A public hospital. Kenyatta. Bibi
Okay, Magufuli for real. Spend some money. I mean, it's a good show of sportsmanship or, being a good leader. But anyway, you're too frugal.
No, it shows that hospitali za huko ziko sawa. Ziko sawa.
Because if the whole president does this, it means that he actually has faith in
the system.
In the institutions. And clearly someone will get bruised in the face one time and go to South Africa. I can go to South Africa. How many Kenyans can even get the visa?
No,
whoa,
thank you.
That was hard to remove. Thank you for making that point. So, guys, breaking news. Even after her viral marriage proposal on a mountain months ago, Team Mafisi still could not get over the fact that This Is Us was off the market. Now, that is the ultimate breaking news that will literally break your heart once and for all. She finally got married today. There's the picture. That was shared by Grace Msalami. We haven't seen more pictures, but there she is. She's off the market, guys. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Okay, let's start with Butita. How are you feeling right now?
Wow, she looks gorgeous.
Hata yes, akuangi mrembo vile.
Yeah, right.
That is why you're wearing a red coat. So you're red with envy, not even green.
She's overrated.
Jealousy red does not look good on you.
Butita, you'll be fine.
Okay, kusema kuna kala kakitu.
Just trust in God. He will be there for you. Cast your burdens unto Jesus.
Fear the Lord.
Same to you. Unajua lari naangalia hii wedding. Ni poa sana Esa ameamua kuolewa. Lakini ajue vitu zingine kuanga sad news kuweka in public. Ni good news kwake, lakini kuna watu leo. Okay, kuna watu wa kukula na macho leo itakuwa ni ngumu sana, manake tunasema mmoja wetu ameweza kuondoka. Alifanywa proposal expensive sana kushinda harusi.
Okay. How do you know how much the wedding cost?
How do you know?
Si kuna suit ya white hapo na gown ya white.
Kuna suit ya white na gown ya white, alafu?
Alafu proposal ilikuwa na helicopter. Alafu.
Okay.
But see,
helicopter kukomboa ni pesa ngapi?
There's so many flavors on earth and you choose salty.
Butita, come I give you a hug.
Mimi unajua kitu inaniuma ni moja na nyinyi amuoni. Esa ameenda.
Even though she's engaged, who says should be with you? Who?
Okay.
You know, maybe Butita had things
that you cannot see, but I really
thought.
Who has said?
But Larry, all the best kwake. Poa sana, example mzuri.
Okay, Cindy, what do you think?
Sisi?
Well, with a proposal like that, oh my gosh. First of all, congratulations to her and her husband. I wish them all the best. But the reason why she's especially in the limelight is because of the amazing proposal he had. If you compare with, some of the near proposals that we have almost received. Like, what are you doing for the rest of your life? You're like, seriously.
Hey, some of us have been...
When am I coming to meet your dad? Be a bit romantic. How many goats are you worth?
Who has asked you that?
Lakini Cindy, unajua yake kwa proposal. Hiyo ni blackmail.
What do you mean ilikuwa blackmail?
Msee anachukua helicopter.
Imagine.
Wewe ni msichana. Anakupeleka juu ya Mount Kenya. Ukatae urudi aje.
Unaweza chongo.
Hiyo ni blackmail.
Mtu
anakupeleka katikati ya sea.
Shiro,
Ati ana
atasema
propose
Tino,
kwa
Tida
boat.
how?
Ati no, Tidahau.
Wewe ushinda hapo.
Wewe
Shida.
Ciru. Wewe
Say
utaproposiwa
even
marikiti.
Jesus walk.
I have to say, by the way, she made a gorgeous bride. She
Yes,
looked
she did.
absolutely beautiful, but she's a beautiful woman.
Oh,
Of course,
yes.
her husband looked quite dashing. Well done, Lonina. You look great as well. I mean,
Wachana na
just
bwana
have a
watu.
fantastic life together, man. Like, they look great, and, you know, love is always
They'll
a
have
beautiful
those
thing.
beautiful children.
Aki, like,
You know.
surely,
Okay,
surely.
focus, Cindy, focus.
But they'll have
Surely.
beautiful
And
kids. You know,
that
there's some people you
proposal.
marry, you're like, our toto wataka.
Some people, what do you mean by some
These
people?
are Yongangi.
Guys,
You know, my
Well,
mother
Ciru.
told me to
Ciru.
stop talking about people's
Ciru.
children.
Ciru.
Mamangu aliniambianga nisiongeange juu ya watoto wa
Well,
Ciru
yeah,
ukiendelea
but
hivyo,
to me, they're
utaambia
like
watu.
adults.
Kwa hivyo, me I keep quiet.
ati
Me,
Shiro,
Larry.
ati Shiro akiendelea hivyo.
Sijui Ciru mbona anaongea na aliproposiwa kwa buchari ya nyama.
Guys, but that's a very good place to be proposed to. I don't know kore ya nyama forever.
Unaproposiwa na
Which
nyama
means
quarter.
forever with me. But you know, and I said yes.
Ati unakubali kuolewa nilipie choma.
That's how you know me was supposed to buy the full
Guys.
cube.
I was going to do another story, but I need to take a break right now. The trending talk is coming up. All right, let's take a look at some of your tweets right now. Simon Gishui, Butita punguza flavor ya bangi unatumia. Ama wache nisimame dunia ishuke.
Aye.
Simama.
I think I see what you did there. Also, SK Rono, Butita, thanks for saying the truth. S ni makeup tu amejaza kwa uso.
Aye.
Akivo, yeah, that's
Wewe
a
hiyo
bitter
ni yako
dude.
peke yako.
Surely.
No,
S is
mimi
the kind of
sijasema
chick-
I
hivyo.
don't remember Butita
no.
saying that.
Usiruke, Butita
Hiyo
usiruke.
nimesema
But
wapi?
Butita hajasema hivyo hata kidogo. Stop.
No.
You're putting for him.
Huo ni msee ana wivu.
They are putting
Confess
for
your
me.
sins
So
to the Lord.
salty.
They are
Yani
sing for
shube,
me.
They're
shube,
sing for you.
shube.
Hata
They're
even
sing
me,
for
I
you,
see.
oh.
They're sing for
Salty.
you. Oh.
Me, I don't want your words.
Surely.
Staki
Surely.
maneno zako.
Okay, guys. Hillary Clinton won the U.S. presidential elections
Oh God.
in Kenya.
Oh.
Things were quite the opposite in the U.S. though, because that was in Kogelo, in Obama's homeland. Donald Trump defied basically all polls to clinch the seat in the United States, the biggest seat, and nobody saw him just doing it. But this was what happened in Kogelo, by the way.
Kutokana na milolongo iliyokuwepo, ilikuwa rahisi kutambua ni nani kati ya wagombea wawili, Hillary Clinton na Donald Trump, atashinda. Upigaji kura ulimalizika dakika chache kabla ya saa 5.
It's confirmed.
Kura za Trump zilihesabiwa kwanza.
Trump, how many? Are you ready for Clinton? Yeah. Hillary?
77.
Hillary? No. No. No.
Hey.
Yani Cindy, our people.
You can't stop the swag.
Hey,
What I'm shocked is that there's somebody who actually had
Voted
the
for
nerve
Trump.
to
Those
vote for
7
Donald
people who are
Trump.
there, we need to talk.
No, mimi kitu inaniuma.
Uh-huh.
It was a working day.
Uh-huh.
Yani unemployment ni hivyo Kenya.
Wasome na kupiga kura ya America.
We always make time for our
Lakini
people, by
wangekaunt
the
hizi
way. In
kura,
Kogalo,
sikiza.
we are
Lakini wako
self-employed.
right. Wako
Wait.
right. Hiyo ni popular vote.
Wangekaunt hizi kura na kura za USIU. Clinton angeshinda.
Sasa niliachana nazo.
Sasa hiyo atapanga line ya pizza ama ya kura.
Ama ya Snapchat.
What?
But
But
seriously.
Trump akashinda kimchezo
no, I
mchezo tu
have to
hivyo.
say though, I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of hate. A lot of people have talked badly about, the kind of enthusiasm the people, especially in Kogelo, have. And I don't
Yeah.
understand why. Let them show the enthusiasm. Do you know how boring Kenya would be without Kenyans like those ones?
That meme,
Yes.
ile meme.
Boring.
Shiro, that
How
meme
they-
was
I
it.
am there for the people of Kogelo. Keep
Thank you,
doing
Shiro.
Oh, let
Shiro.
me ask
I
you.
have
Shiro
a
and Cindy,
cousin.
wait,
He's
that
single.
meme, that meme for let people enjoy things.
Yeah.
Ngoja
Only
Shiro.
people's lips.
Shiro,
Yeah.
unafikiria wazungu wa Texas
Eh.
wateka box ya Raila Uhuru hapo?
No, that's
not the point.
They're too busy voting for a racist, misogynist
Thank you.
person.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Thank you.
They don't have time for you.
achana
They
na
don't know who
Hang
you
on.
are.
I have to show you though this video of President-elect Donald Trump and President Barack Obama at the White House. It's the day after the election. It is interesting to watch for many reasons. They have many differences, but because it's what happens when you've beaten somebody or they've won, You invite them and then explain to them what the business of governing is.
Ensures our president-elect is successful. I have been very encouraged by the, I think, interest in President-elect Trump's wanting to work with my team around many of the issues that this great country faces. And I believe that it is important for all of us, regardless of party and regardless of political preferences, to now come together, work together to deal with the many challenges that we face. And in the meantime, Michelle has had a chance to greet the incoming First Lady.
Okay, this is very interesting to watch. You've got to admit.
It really is.
It's painful.
If you look at the body language, first of all, when Barack Obama said, "I'm very encouraged," I didn't believe him. From his face, like you could tell he was like, no,
he was pained.
God, what is this? And then if you look carefully at Trump's face, Trump ran a campaign that was basically based on bravado. He was very light on the issues. If people asked him, what are you going to do for America? I have a big plan. It's huge. I have a huge plan for America. I know all the words, all the best words. I'm just the best guy. But he never really had a tangible plan. But you could see on Trump's face for the first time, he entered the White House and he was like, crap.
What have I done?
Real.
This is
like this
Like
is
he
real.
looked, he didn't look like himself. He was always very alpha male, very. There was a lot of bravado. But this time, alikuwa amenyenyekea tu sana.
In fact, listen to him. This is what he said when it was his time to say something.
Thank you very much, President Obama. This was a meeting that was going to last for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and we were just going to get to know each other. We had never met each other. I have great respect. The meeting lasted for almost an hour and a half, and it could have, as far as I'm concerned, it could have gone on for a lot longer. We really, we discussed a lot of different situations, some wonderful and some difficulties. I very much look forward to dealing with the president in the future, including counsel. He explained some of the difficulties, some of the...
He even said that he will be seeking President Obama's counsel and called him a good man.
Wow. Guys, like seriously, Donald Trump is the president of the US.
Imagine that.
And if it's shocking to us, you can see it's just as shocking to Barack Obama. The way he's speaking his words. He doesn't know how to articulate himself.
I don't think he believes what he's saying.
Exactly. It would have been a totally different situation if it was Hillary. They'd be hugging, they'd be, cracking jokes. But I think it's finally sinking on Obama. He's like, oh snap. This guy who asked if I was once the legit president because he wanted my birth certificate.
Now I have to hand over power to him.
Imagine.
And the saddest thing is when you listen to Trump's words when he was talking about the meeting, did you see where he focused? He kept focusing, we've talked about the difficulties. I think it's finally dawning on Donald Trump that being the president of the most powerful country on earth, being the commander-in-chief of a military that is capable of wiping out every man, woman, and child on earth. It's dawning on him and he's like, this is not like The Apprentice. This is
not
real
like
life.
The Apprentice. Let's move on.
Trump. Sijaongelea Trump.
Yes, Aya.
Okay, sawa, hata tuendelee.
Sema.
Feel free.
Trump ameshinda, tunashangaa na tunajua wife yake ako na experience ya polls.
Snap! Wow. That one hurt. Where's my Elastoplast? That one has hurt me. Hey! I am like Isaac Ruto. Take me to South Africa.
Nimetupa ka Elastoplast naona nikirudisha.
Polls yani kura.
Of course. What else could you have meant? Anyway, long before the early signs that the Donald had a chance at the White House, his win was branded as the possible end of the world. That has no relation to scripture. I'll tell you what does. False prophets. Nigerian self-proclaimed prophet TB Joshua prophesied a Hillary Clinton win of the US elections in a live broadcast less than 2 weeks ago. And then when that didn't happen, he took down the post on Facebook.
Hajui stories are screenshots.
The
TB
internet
Joshua
never
could not
forgets.
have predicted screenshots. And then another thing, Cindy and Larry, you're my friends on Facebook.
Yep.
Yes.
Do you see my post on the 7th of November? What did I tell guys? My gut is telling me Trump is
Donald
going to win.
is gonna win.
And guys told me, no, of course not. Of course, Hillary has this. And I was like, me, I don't know why I'm feeling this way. I'm a better prophet than TB Joshua. So now my
Without
super
the
church.
tithe.
So with my super church starts on this Sunday. All I'm looking
Thank
for
you.
is the pastor of the church. So if
Me
you
can
want
be the
to
account
travel
manager.
on a private jet by this time next year,
Me, I'll be the
tweet
accountant.
me at Ciru Muriuki.
Got it. Okay, Cindy.
Yes.
I'll be on your praise and worship team, by the way.
Hallelujah.
You guys, this TB CG
Joshua.
what? He's a hoax.
You think?
If you just Google him, the things that come up, false prophet TB Joshua. There's nothing legitimate like TB Joshua gave a children's home, I don't know what. It's always false prophet accused of drought and then it rains.
Mimi nasema
It reminds me of
umsiajiamini
this guy on
Larry.
Larry's show who was
Larry.
brought and he was meant to cry and nothing came out.
Umsiajiamini.
Mbona jiamini?
Ingekuwa pasta wa Kenya
Yeah.
angetoa hiyo post. Ati alisema Clinton atapita.
Yeah.
Nilisema atapita akienda nyumbani. Angestand nayo. Hapana.
Remix it a little bit.
Ile kitu nilisema Donald Trump hawezi shinda ni njaa.
Maybe that's
Joshua
true.
is
Hajiamini huyu.
A Kenyan would have swerved that story for what I meant was.
Yeah.
But look at this guy. Look at his face even. He just looks
Ndio hiyo kanisa
dodgy.
yake. Ndio hiyo
Just
is
looks
mega church
dodgy.
in Lagos.
Cheki yaka.
TTB Josh also has like a
Hajiamini
private
huyu.
plane or
Yes,
something. Like
yes.
he's
Yeah, of
like
course.
ridiculously wealthy. Isn't he like
Yeah.
richer than like the president? Like
Yeah.
TB Joshua, if he decides to wake up one day and say, I want to go to the UK, he'll enter his plane. See kina nyinyi wa kununua plane tickets. He'll enter his plane and he'll go. And he's gotten rich off of his false prophecies. Sembuse mimi. With my
I sort of
accurate
like
prophecy.
his Cool and the Gang look.
Guy.
Ningependa
Kula the gang
tuongelee
afro.
kura.
Sunday, by the way.
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Let me
He
tell you
looks like,
though,
let's groove tonight.
Okay.
Ningependa
let's not.
tuongelee
let's not.
kura.
Let's not. The highlight of the beef, quote unquote, between the president-elect Donald Trump and President Barack Obama was the demand by the billionaire that President Obama produces his birth certificate. You know, he began the whole birther movement
Yes.
in America.
Yes.
So as it turns out, Donald Trump was born in Kenya.
What do
Donald
you
Trump
mean?
Otieno was born to Mr. Felix Otieno and Lorna Accord in Kisumu in August this year. Donald
Aki,
Trump
our
Otieno,
people.
no one could see this coming.
Oh.
True story.
Aki, we
Why
can't
do
shine.
parents do this to their children? Like, you don't understand. Like, you think this is a doll that came out of your body and you can do whatever you want. You're going to this person will grow up, and we don't know what kind of president this Trump person, this, you know, the first orange president of the United States, you don't know what kind of president he's going to be, right?
Yes.
Then you're naming and that's such an adorable baby. And then that child is called Donald Trump. I mean, haki iko wapi? You know,
Yes.
if your child came out looking like a
Alafu-
pumpkin,
alafu
fine. Then you
unaita
can name
mtoto.
it Donald Trump. But you can't name a pretty baby like that Trump. Bana.
Okay,
It's very
Cindy.
Alafu sasa
unfair.
shida ni wanakuwa kubwa.
Uh-huh.
Unachanganyikiwa vitu wanafanya ziendi na jina. Ta mtoto anaitwa Trump. Mtoto anaitwa Beyonce.
Aya, but I know a few Beyonce.
I do.
Alafu
I
I know
unasikia-
Shaniquas as well.
Alafu,
Alafu unasikia Beyonce alipatiwa mimba na fundi wa baiskeli. Unashinda Beyonce tena aliacha Jay-Z.
You know, Shiro, what you don't get.
Ati mama
us we
Donald,
have-
mama Donald Trump. Donald Trump analamba sufuria ya uji. Ingiani Donald Trump sufuria ya uji.
You know, Shiro, what you
Patia
don't get.
watoto majina
Where I come
haziwakai.
from,
Eh.
we have many Winston Churchills. We have many,
But do you
they're
have
very
an
many
Adolf
Barack
Hitler?
Obamas.
Is there
It's
an Adolf
just
Hitler?
swag.
yes.
I don't know how.
Is there an Adolf Hitler? Is there a Mussolini?
Okay.
I
Onyango?
bet there is. I have a
Nicola-
relative called Hans Beru. Hans, like the German Hans.
But
Wow.
I also know someone from your area called Wolfgang.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I have relatives called both Kenyatta and Moi. True story.
Thank
Kenyatta
you.
Moi
Yes.
on the
And at
same
this
person.
juncture,
No, one is
I'd
for
like to
Kenyatta.
give a
Oh,
shout
that's
out to my uncle, Stephen Benz.
Benz.
He's tuned in, by the way. Benz
Hello,
Ogana.
Benz.
Guys, let's leave it there.
Unaona register class inaitwa unafikiria kwa Hollywood. Morgan Freeman present. Brad Pitt present.
Let me ask you guys something.
Will
Let me ask
Smith
you.
upset.
Hang on,
Yes,
Larry.
Cindy, ask quickly.
Is it shady that I wanted to name my son Nelson Mandela?
Yes.
No.
It's not shady.
No.
It's nothing I changed
Oh, okay,
because I was told
Nelson.
it's
Nelson
shady.
Mandela.
It's not
Alilemiwa
wrong.
after
After Nelson,
Yeah,
no, he's
ndio.
called
Nelson
because-
Mandela Ogana.
No. The teacher could not pronounce his actual name, which is Holitlatla. So that's why it's called Holitlatla. Yes, that's why it's called.
Damn it,
Nelson.
I should have gone for that name instead.
Anyway, we're gonna take a short break right now. Plenty more of the trending talkers after the break. Can I just say first off that Eric Muriuki has seen the future. This was Obama when he was elected, and this was Obama now that he's leaving office. Then this is Donald Trump now.
Oh Lord.
It looked like
Because he doesn't
He
have
looks-
any hair.
I
No,
know.
he looks like Kwai Chang Kane. Can you remember
Yeah,
Kwai Chang
Trump
Kane?
ni ancestor.
I have no idea who that is.
Can't
But
remember
I am
Kung
Kane. I will
Fu.
help you.
You can't
Ancestor.
remember Kung Fu, the legend continues.
Anyway, so
Come
Isaac
on.
Odi.
Not when you were happy.
Isaac Odi. Now, do you ever look at stuff and wonder how it got there? Like this car, that horse, that car, and Donald Trump?
Yeah.
That Jack.
That, yeah, okay. Jeso, kwani Ciru Muriuki ako married? Nimeona pete. Maybe nizime hizi candle nilikuwa nimewakisha ati
Wapi?
candlelit dinner.
Hata siku hizi unaweza
Hebu
nunua.
Ciru tuone hiyo nini? Tuone kama...
I don't know what people are talking about.
Is
Do
there
not remove
kuna
it.
pete kwa mkono?
Do not remove it.
Have you
Kuna
removed
pete.
it?
I'm not gonna show you anything.
Ciru Muriuki.
But then
You
Likaranza-
nasty girl.
I'm a nasty woman. I'm such a
Coming here
nasty
with
woman.
bling.
Isabel,
Showing your
Ciru
puppies
kuna
all over the place.
Oh.
Combe.
I ain't showing you nothing.
Cindy. It's not
Me,
that kind
I
of
want
share.
pilau.
I'm sorry.
And I want
tunakula
mshai,
yetu,
no.
tunakuja kukula
That's all I
mshere,
Can we move on? Thanks.
Kichwa yako
Let's
ni
do
mzuri.
that.
Ciru afanye harusi.
Kwani hawezi fanya harusi?
Huyu ni
Ciru
pete
can.
tunamalizia hapo. Lazima save.
Oh,
Ciru,
okay.
if it's not on top of a mountain, please.
It's not, it
we
didn't
cannot-
happen. A
we can't
mountain
deal.
or it did not happen.
Okay.
It cannot be across the road, I beg. No.
Lil Koima, for a moment I thought my curtains was the
Najua kona
TV
joke
look.
moja.
Ujama
Oh,
and my
ati mimi
curtain,
mweusi.
ati Larry
Sawa.
mejoin my curtains.
Aki, gosh, Larry. You don't have friends.
Oh
This
my
is why
God.
you don't prosper. By the way, Larry, please, give me that quote. Give
Larry,
me that
surely.
quote. It's
I
so
love
dope.
I love this quote, by the way. It's from the Undisputed Man. And it's just everything, basically.
It's so dope.
Speaking of
And
quotes,
the t-shirt.
Benson Kinoti. Aya, today Butita is in a blouse.
Well then. You know, people
Getting in touch with his feminine side. Butita, you know, I noticed. Lakini sikuwa nataka kutoa rangi.
Where is the
Larry
blouse,
amechukua rangi
wewe?
zote.
But let me tell you, Butita Mejishika, do you know that he shikad himself? It's made me actually convinced that he fungas his towel here instead of that.
Those guys who chomoka from the bathroom and they tie their towels like this.
Ngoja la. Yaani mmekatazwa kuniita mweusi, mmekamna vitu zingine. Yaani lazima tu.
First of
Butita,
all,
that part of
Larry,
yours is very
Larry, can we
fabulous.
talk about that real
Let's
quick?
not talk about
The,
that.
the supporters
Prince-
of Butita that
Yes.
came and wrote essays on our Instagram walls,
Aya.
at
Prince
calling
Nestor
us
spoken.
racist.
Wait. Prince Nestor. Doctors in South Africa have successfully removed the elastoplast from the face of Bomet Governor Isaac Ruto.
It took 52 doctors.
In 13 hours. Lakini kuna msema amekunini hapa hivi, amekujanga. Eric Morogo. Yani, Butita is shouting people. It got me like, Butita has spoken.
Oh,
No, not the tribe.
enyewe leo Butita umeweza.
Wow, guys.
Leo umeweza.
Bring
Mimi
that
na hii
thing.
blouse yangu.
Yeah. One on me after this.
All right.
No,
well done.
Wa-
So
Yeah,
guys,
this is
it turns out that Governor Isaac Ruto wasn't the only high-profile individual with a hurting nose this week. A UN diplomat also got punched in the nose by a colleague at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. It all started as an argument after this Mr. Padjik politely informed his colleague that his shoes were stinking. But Mr. Tunkara, a Gambian citizen who's a monitoring and evaluation specialist to the UN NDP, instead insulted him and made obscene gestures at him. In fact, the situation escalated when they landed at JKIA that Mr. Tunkara got punched in the nose. The moral of this story is smelly feet can be fatal to other parts of your body.
But surely, listen, we've all known that struggle of, there's that one person that shows up in your house and takes off your shoes and every plant life.
And you need to fumigate.
With us.
Yeah, it withers
Like
in
your
your
flowers
house.
wither, your
your
mosquitoes
money
move
plant,
out.
your money
You want
plant
to say
has
an
died.
novena.
The skumas that you bought in the kitchen have turned
Yeah.
black. There's a problem. So imagine, and you know the thing is, in your house you have the luxury to go outside. You can open the windows.
You can open the windows.
Now imagine
and
you're
yes.
in a plane.
I know.
And then
Anyway,
because,
maybe he's sick.
hey,
Kuna watu-
if you're
Whether
healthy
ile
enough,
shida iko.
arthritis or
let me
something.
tell you, if you're healthy enough to travel for work, you're not traveling for further treatment or
Yeah.
anything like
Yeah.
that. You're traveling for jobo. If
Okay.
you're healthy enough for that, you're healthy enough to wash your socks more than twice a month.
Well
so
said,
come
Cindy.
on.
How stinky are your feet until it causes a fight?
I know, right?
Guys are fighting, not because you stole another man's woman or whatever, because your feet stink. Like, how pungent was that smell? Hey, he needs Jesus.
Jesus.
Haya,
Jesus.
Butita.
Mimi ndasema tu kweli. Yenyewe hakuna mwanaume anaweza criticize kiatu inanuka.
Najua.
Wewe jiongelee.
Unajua ni by the way, kaa kiatu yako ijainuka Nairobi usionge mbele ya watu. Kwa sababu ni shida iko.
No.
Lakini
by the way,
tunaangaliaga
that's a lie.
unatembelea nani pia.
No, actually,
Unajua kama unatembelea mwanaume mwenzako. Unaweza enda, lakini unaenda airport ama unatembelea Anita hivi, unatembelea watu fulani, kuna vile unafaa uoshe mguu angalau.
I like how
socks
Anita is
tatu.
the SI unit.
I know, right?
You know?
Si ati unatembelea msee.
Hey, Anita.
Anatamani kuchange bathroom ikuwe sitting room. Ndio uoshe hapo kikapu. Kwa hivyo ni shida iko.
Aya, sawa.
Mandimu kiasi.
Ni watu wasaidia. So, have you ever heard of the phrase kuendea pesa kwa ukuta? You guys have never heard of that? Wait, it's called the withdrawal of cash from an ATM.
Oh, right.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
right.
Kuendea pesa kwa ukuta,
Watu
So,
wendea pesa kwa kuta tunajua.
at Kayole Equity Bank, it was treated to a different case of such this past Saturday. Thieves drilled through the bank's wall and made away with an unknown amount of money.
Yeah.
Butita, how do you say kweli?
That my boy.
Aki,
Siwajui by the way. Watu wanauliza kana wajua mimi siwajui.
Butita,
Larry,
that's a
kuna
new
documentary fulani ya Brazil. Ya World Greatest. World Greatest Robbery.
Robbery.
World Greatest Robbery.
Yeah?
Inaongelea watu walichimba chini, wakaingia kwa bank. It's a documentary. Wakaiba pesa. I saw the same thing and I was wondering like nini na happen kwani security measures since then vitu kama hizo zilifanyika hazijai ku upgraded ama nini inafanyika. Juu ukiona hiyo time yote ilitumika hapo inamaanisha some people were involved inside.
Yes. Thank you,
drilling a
Butita.
wall
for
and
fixing
Yeah,
it.
drilling a wall is
On
not
the head.
something you do in
By the way,
10 minutes.
Kama kuchimba
Hapo
shimo tu
umegonga
dogo.
point.
Butita, umedunga point hapo hivyo yani.
Kama kufunga kifuli. Majirani
Unasikia.
usikia, wanasikia unafunga kifuli.
Neighbor.
Kuchimba ukuta. So me, I
Welding
don't blame
machines,
Equity.
surely.
Yeah,
A
I don't
hole
blame
in the
Equity
wall.
by the way. Na blame tu watu walikuwa wamepatiwa responsibility fulani hapo.
Yeah.
Na hiyo company. Wanafaa
Ya
kuanza
kuchunga.
at some point.
Yeah, I have to ask myself, like, drilling is not quiet. Me, I've never had a quiet drill in my life.
Yes.
And then, of course, drilling is not a 10-minute job, especially if you're drilling into a bank where the money is kept. So someone heard them and someone saw them. And,
Okay,
that
Nyamata.
is such an inside job.
It
Such-
is.
It's not
Cindy.
even much more that can be said about
Criminal
this.
mastermind. But you have to admit,
Yeah.
guys of Kayole believe in no snitching.
I know.
They were
I mean,
like,
no
I
one
didn't hear
will
anything.
say
Me hakuna kitu nimesikia. No witnesses,
Lakini
no nothing.
Larry,
Guys are walking around like they haven't had
Kuna wasiofai
nothing.
kuongea.
No
Kama ubai home
snitching.
bank ya mabati, unatoboa chini ndio utoa coin. Wachana na story ya Kayole, wachana na.
No snitching in Kayole.
Okay, so
Nobody's going to say nothing.
with all the measures that the Minister of Education put in place to curb cheating in this year's national examinations, this was, I think, the one that took the cake. Kenyans still had a few tricks up their sleeves. For instance, Joshua Otoki, he's a secondary school teacher. He was arrested this week at the Sameta Examination Center in Kisii for impersonating a female student in an exam room. Umsen anajiamini. Cindy.
What?
Hang
Okay.
on, listen. Listen to him first.
The two appear to be doing exam in the names of the other. Like now, Nyambuto on his answer sheet was writing the name of the girl. But the girl on her answer sheet, she was writing the names of Nyambuto.
Wow. I think you've got to be brave to do that.
Yeah, that is some serious guts. I would
Wow.
love to be a fly on the wall when the two of them sat down and decided to
Excuse me,
mastermind
yeah.
this crappy scheme. That is the
Lakini
dumbest
unajua
thing
uongo
I've ever
yendangi
heard.
mbali. Uongo endagi mbali, utafanywa exam, upate A, kazi utaandikwa peke yako, hakuna mtu atakufanyia na utavutwa the first week.
No, but the thing is, yeah, like you know, they can't be entirely smart. That's why they knew that cheating was the only answer. And then to cement the fact that they're just two immensely stupid people, they hatched a plan of this nature. I mean, surely, fine, I know that, I feel that maybe the Kenyan educational system has failed some people. Maybe some people should not be like doing KCSE. They should be in vocational schools. You teach teach people how to do masonry, carpentry, because this is why it has kished people. People who have no business, you know, trying to get into a university, hatching such stupid schemes. Okay. Yeah. As stupid
world's
people.
dumbest criminals.
Surely, that's ridiculous.
Okay, so blogger Biko Zulu had to pull down a post from his Facebook site Monday because readers called it insensitive and an apology for rape. The subject was 23-year-old who is a 3-time rape survivor, and she said in her own words, blaming herself that maybe she was giving the wrong signals to these people because she was now in fact friends with those who raped her. And people on the internet went ham on this story. Okay, let's start with the Butita.
Okay, hii story nimeiona hapo venye tumekuwa na nyinyi tukiingia hapa. Nikafeel at some point watu communicate. Yes. But unafaa kuangalia maybe inatachaje watu ama inaofendaje watu. So, nilifurahi sana because Zulu
he apologized, he took it down and apologized.
He apologized.
Yes.
Meaning that it was not intentional.
Of course.
Apologize na ni sawa.
Cindy.
Ni sawa yo.
I'm going to quote something that he posted after, and he said, Twitter is a cesspool of anger, brimstone, wrath, unforgiveness, and bile, vengeance, and naked rage. Twitter bites chunks of your flesh and spits it in the furious fire, then it bites again, and it's unforgiving. What am I trying to say? Was it distasteful? Yes, it was. He could have rephrased it in so many other ways. I feel that people really bashed him in a bit extensively, especially after he apologized. The same way the students were very foolish for trying to swap their sexes. He probably did not think very well how people would perceive it. Guys should just back off and realize he's human. He's made a mistake. He apologized. Let's move on like ways our 5 billion.
And you know, the thing that upset me the most is that the girl, by her own admission, suffers from a mental illness.
Yes.
And
she's got bipolar disorder.
She has bipolar disorder. And fine, I love the fact that Biko actually accepted his responsibility. But since we're having this conversation, and you know, I had this conversation on my Facebook page with other people, and they were saying that, oh no, maybe this is her form of therapy. No, therapy is not giving someone a platform. Because I think the emotions that she's handling, in the fact that she's actually still friends with her attackers, means that there's something that
she says she doesn't see them as rapists anymore.
Yeah, that this is a woman who needs extensive help, and she should not have been given a platform.
All right, guys, I have to go, but I need to show you this video. We showed this at the top of the show. This cop, you know how, you know Kenyan fundis, you take your nguo to be Oshwad, then you want you to beg them and to plead and to nini. That's a different story. The story I want to talk about the gun-toting cop. And so he goes to this mechanic, he's had it. He's like, tengeneza gari yangu sahi. Tengeneza gari yangu. Nastaki ujinga.
Well, let me tell you, Larry, mafundi saa zingine wanaweza fanya, you doubt if Jesus exists. Hey! Kwanza fundi wa nguo.
Imewekwa kola 3 months.
Mafundi saa zingine.
It's like I have to beg you. I'm like, please make the things that I paid you to make.
Hey,
please. What
if guns were legal?
But that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. But it's so good that it's so hard to get a firearm legal in this country. There'd be so many dead people dead because of a skirt that was shown out badly for a wedding.
People okay, guys, I have to
charani nike kwa nyumba. Nikitaka kushonewa suti na itafundi anashone hapo.
Kwa nyumba yako.
Aya,
sawa.
Yasianze kuniambia ningoje.
Quick tweets. James Minor, there's only one outrageous name from this side of our Nyuba. I know a Manny Pacquiao wa Besha.
Uongo.
I like it. Okay, Diana Sheila Yeko. Mimi vile nataka kune mtoi wangu Scott Disick Kose Mayweather Odhiambo.
Don't man.
Here Equity Kayole ndo naitwa Banco Tuch, si ndio? Literally. I knew she wrote that. Cindy would like that.
That's a good one.
No wonder muogopa kutembea Kayole. Huko unaweza be self control na future yako. Okay.
Mnaongea gamba.
Well done.
Banco Tuch.
Guys,
Panda pila pilo bendu
Windsor. Okay, guys, I gotta go. At 10 p.m., the very lovely Tiwa Savage, huge star, is coming.